Bearing into that area behind the goal. This is what he did just a second or two ago. And
this is a CPR kit.
Yeah, this is what again, we couldn't say it because we can't see it, but now we can see what Ledesma has done, so we can only really put two and two together and imagine there's been some sort of medical emergency.
And somebody just fell out of the upper deck and landed on the screen right in front of us. He looks like he's okay. He's sitting up.
He sees a hole there.
There's a hole in the screen, so that's worrying him just a bit. That's probably where he initially landed.
Yeah, could be.
That is a scary moment.
Oh, man. Is it ever? And
during a 2016 high school volleyball game, one of the players suddenly collapsed. You can hear when she hit the hardwood floor. The teen was in full cardiac arrest, so a coach performed CPR. Then school administrator Julie Sermons rushed in with the defibrillator.
Life started to come back in her, and it was wonderful to see.
The goal umpire, very well done, Dane Rampy. Caught her and held her up.
Your chances are in the AL East?
I mean, I love our chances. You know, it's been on the field.
Millwall 2004 against Man United.
Oh, Seagull's gone down, Simon.
Oh dear. Flattened by the ball.
Give it the kiss of life. Danny
Vukovic is trying to attract the referee's attention.
It's in safe hands now.
Well, they'd be pretty safe in those big hands. Danny Vukovic.
He's giving it a pat too on you, Danny. What a guy, Simon.
Saved my dad. Look at him.
Good catch, kid.
Amateur hockey league of members who are age 50 and older. One of those players heading off the ice goes into cardiac arrest. Seconds later, his teammates start calling for Jim Schulte, a lieutenant with Toledo Fire and Rescue who's on another team. He comes out of the locker room with his dogs and begins CPR. Meantime, a referee goes into the lobby to get a defibrillator while others call 911. Lieutenant Schulte tells 1380C the AED brought his friend back to life. That friend is Bruce Tronolo, who's 63. He's in the hospital, expecting to make a full recovery after emergency triple bypass surgery.
Shot a look out at the mound after he got drilled by the pitch. Looping fly ball right field corner, and that one is going foul. As we watch this fine play on the right field side.
Fast work by Melbourne High School team's trainer probably saved a player's life.
He was hit after signaling a fair catch, hit hard. Ryan's spleen was ruptured. The team's athletic trainer on the field diagnosed that even before the paramedics assessed his injury.
She basically saved my life on that field.
In Brazil, when an opposition rider fell off his horse. Leaping off his own ride, Harry put unconscious businessman Bash Kazi into the recovery position, a move which the British Red Cross say may have saved his life. Mr. Kazi's since made a full recovery and told reporters the Prince is a true gentleman.
He left his feet, sprawled over.
The basketball game is in full swing. Suddenly, the referee wobbles. Then he collapses. There is an eerie silence at the gym in upstate New York. Then you see a player run to the stricken ref's side. He is furiously performing chest compressions, and he sure seems to know what he's doing. That's because the player, 25-year-old Miles Copeland, is a firefighter. For 30 minutes, Copeland worked to get 61-year-old John Scully's heart going again.
A young man who's never traveled with the team, wasn't scheduled to be here, stepped in and saved that man's life.
John Tumpain went out for a run earlier this afternoon. He sees a woman climb over the railing and look toward the Allegheny River, and he said it grabbed his attention. He asked a couple in front of him what the lady was doing. They didn't know. He said he wanted to get a better look, and he got closer to her. She appeared calm. He asked her what was going on. She said she wanted to get a better look of the city from the other side. And Tumpain says, oh no. He grabs her, he locks his arms around her. He says, you don't want to do that. It's just as good over here, the look. And let's go grab some lunch and talk. And she says, no, I'm better off on this side. Just let me go. And then Tumpain says, I'm not going to let you go. Let's talk this out. We'll get you back over here. She says, no one wants to help me. Just let me go. And he says, no, we're here to help you. And she says, you'll forget me tomorrow. He says, I'll never forget you. You can have my promise on that. He said, I said to her, all these people here, look, all these people want to help you. We're all here for the right reasons. We want to get you better. She was finally lifted back over the railing.
19, this friendly pickup hockey game suddenly turned when one of the players collapsed from a massive heart attack. A player from the opposing team then took charge.
If he did not receive immediate attention, he probably would not be with us right now.
As luck would have it, he was an emergency room physician.
We administered that shock, administered a little bit more CPR for another minute and a half, and he started breathing on his own. The guys were skating.
Nice fake, crossover in the lane, finds Tristan Thompson. Oh, and Klay Thompson goes on top of him. And that will be his third.
Waiting for you, almost 15 seeds.
That's a ball boy right here.
A young woman alerted Brian, known as Red Hamilton, to a suspicious mole on the back of his neck. Now, the Canucks tweeted a message from Hamilton asking for the public's help in identifying her. In part, the tweet read, "To this woman, I'm trying to find you. You changed my life, and now I want to find you to say thank you so very much. That mole on the back of my neck was a malignant melanoma, and thanks to your persistence and the quick work of our doctors, it's now gone."
It happened so fast you could barely catch it.
Line drive foul.
She did.
Nice catch down there.
Check it out again. The ball girl on the left is the catch. just as that ball head straight for a fan who was looking down.
He was on his way into the stadium near the ticket booth when he saw deputies standing around a man who people thought was having a seizure.
And I look at him like, that doesn't look like seizure activity. I felt for a pulse. He didn't have a pulse. And so I was like, I'm going to start CPR now. And like 2 minutes later, he got a pulse.